Hold the Mine is basically a dwarf mining game that mixes roguelike elements with tower defense. You are digging through a mine during the day to gather resources and find heroes. Then at night, you have to defend your mine entrance from waves of monsters trying to break down your door. The heroes you find, the buildings you construct, and the upgrades you pick all feed into each other in different ways, depending on what you're going for. So here's how it works. Every day you get 3 expeditions into the mine, and each expedition gives you a handful of pickaxes to dig blocks with. You're basically planning a path through the mine to grab what you need. Could be gold, stone, diamonds, or runes. Sometimes you will find heroes trapped down there, who then join your defense crew. The deeper you go, the better stuff you find, of course, but you can only dig so much per day, so you need to decide what's worth going after. The resources you collect let you build structures. Gold is usually for the fancier buildings, while stone is more common. Each building does something specific. For example, some shoot bombs at enemies, some buff your heroes, others give you extra pickaxes for future expeditions. You also find blueprints that unlock new building types as you go. The trick is figuring out which buildings work well together, and also with your heroes. The heroes are where the combat happens. Each one you find has different abilities and fighting styles. Some attack directly, others summon minions to fight for them, and some apply status effects like poison or curses. They all have stats you can improve using runes you dig up, and the heroes also have different ability types. For example, periodic ones trigger automatically on a timer, tally ones activate after a certain number of attacks, and some are just passive buffs. So you're trying to build a team that complements each other and the buildings you've constructed. Now when night comes, monsters attack and you watch it play out. Your heroes mostly fight automatically based on their abilities and the buildings you've placed. The goal is keeping your door alive until the timer runs out. If the door breaks, you lose. The early nights are pretty easy, but they ramp up fast with tougher enemies and also longer defense times. The game clearly and in my opinion successfully pushes you toward building synergies. Like if you go all in on the necromancer who summons minions, then you will want buildings that buff summons or trigger effects when minions die. Or if you stack heroes with poison abilities, you will look for buildings that make poison stronger or trigger extra effects when enemies are poisoned. The same goes for curses, shock damage and other status effects. The blueprint you pick after fighting a hero can also shift your strategy, since some boost specific mechanics. There are furthermore special items you find. For example, barrels let you dig way more blocks in one go, which is great for reaching deep resources quickly. Shopping events pop up too, where you can buy gems that modify hero abilities. Relics give you permanent bonuses to your run. Diamonds are rare and unlock special buildings or upgrades. There is one thing that can feel a bit rough, and that's the randomness. Sometimes you just don't find the heroes or blueprints that match what you're trying to build, and you are essentially stuck making do with whatever shows up. The early nights can also be dicey if you don't get your defense set up fast, especially when your first hero is just barely holding the line. Now this game has 12 different heroes right now, over 75 buildings and relics to discover, and around 20 different block types, spread across 2 biomes with their own mechanics. It's in early access until sometime in 2026. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.